Okay, we're going to start with the hat here. Okay, I finished up the bricks or the block work on the chimney all the way around. The other little thing I also do here is I usually put a little sole on his boot. Usually just put a little V-tool cut there. If you have room to do it, it's a very small area there, so it should work out just fine. Alright, we're going to also do the trim on his hat here. We're going to just follow that out with one of these here. And a little bit right there. Alright. Then I'm going to go back and redefine that with the knife. Then we're going to put a couple folds in his hat right here. Like he's stuck. So let's take the knife. Where did I put my knife? Here it is. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow that cut. Whoops, I went too far. Well, you won't see that, hopefully, when I paint. Okay. Take the tip. You can take the tip of the knife and just start cutting that out a little bit, so it has a little bit more of a edge to it and more of a defined. Some people use V-tools for everything. I find that it's not real crisp unless you have a real V-tool has a little bit of a gouged look to it. You can get them without that. They're pretty expensive, and I would think they would be pretty hard to sharpen. These are already bad enough to sharpen if you have to. The V-tools are not always very easy for beginners to try to sharpen up. Okay, so that's what we have there. And we're going to go back here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut this up and around. Let's make that a little bit deeper. Tuck that right there. And we're going to round off that edge a little bit. All the way around, we're going to, try to. Okay, and then back here, I'm just going to put a nice little ripple cut here. Okay, just like so. That's all I'm going to do with this one right now. I think that will work out pretty good. They put a little ripple in his hat here, so let's do that. I mean on his tassel, so we'll put a little bit of a you want to just thin that out from the bottom up so it looks like it's overlapping. And then just round off that edge a little bit. There you go. There we go. Just bring that up a little bit. Just like so. Alright. Oops. Let's get rid of that. Alright. There's a little ripple in that hat. There. I'm probably going to put another little one up here in the back. Alright, there we go. Alright, now the next thing we're going to do is going to take, I'm going to wet it a little bit, just makes it a little easier to cut it. The last thing we're going to do on this little thing is we're going to put in the trim work here for his hat, that fluffy look. I always work towards the edge. Alright, I just take a parting tool and I start going around, try to keep it at the same angle as the other, and then I meet the center up together later. This gives me a good idea where it's hard for me to see there, so let me just do a little bit of that back here. This makes it go a little quicker. Right here, I'll kind of blend things in a little bit. You can take a smaller V tool if you want, that's up to you. I like this one here. And we'll do his tassel, and that will be the end of it for this until we have it painted, and I'll come back with my last video when it's painted. Okay, that's what that looks like. And then I do that tassel a little bit of a circular motion. I just follow that all the way around, do the outside first, and work my way to the inside. Okay, see how I'm going like in a spiral? And I'm